Hey everyone, and welcome to the 10-Minute Book Talk. I'm Katherine Reay. I am joined with Rachel Linden and Marie Bostwick, and today, Kelli Stuart. And we have a real treat for you. Kelli's new book, The Master Craftsman, is about to release, and it's got it all. It's got war, mystery, family, love, suspense, and we're going to have Kelli tell you a little bit about it. So Kelli, tell us about The Master Craftsman.
Great. Thanks so much for having me today. So The Master Craftsman is a dual timeline book following the story of Peter Carl Faberge, who was the imperial jeweler to the Tsar in Russia before the revolution. And he is obviously the creator of the famous Faberge Easter eggs. And every Easter, starting in 1886, I believe, he would design an Easter egg for the Tsar to gift his wife. And when Tsar Alexander was assassinated, his son, Nicholas, the last Tsar, kind of picked up that tradition. And so he would have two Easter eggs designed every year, one for his mother and one for his wife, Alexandra. And so over the course of time before the Russian Revolution, Peter Carl Faberge created 52 imperial Easter eggs. Now, of course, when the Russian Revolution happened, all of the Tsar's riches were plundered and the Easter eggs disappeared. And over time, they've slowly been found and recovered. And I think at this point, there's anywhere from 6 to 11, depending on the sources that you read, there's still 6 to 11 of them are missing. So when I read a story about how there's all these eggs that are missing and there are treasure hunters looking for them, I thought, that sounds like a fun book. So the backstory, or the early timeline, is Peter Carl Faberge creating a mystery 53rd egg that nobody knew about. And then the present timeline is Ava Lane, and she's the daughter of the famed treasure hunter Nick Lane, who has been searching for this mystery 53rd egg. He is now dying of cancer, so he entrusts this final mission to his estranged daughter, who he has not seen in 10 years. And so it's sort of a back and forth treasure hunt in the contemporary timeline, and you're watching it being created in the past. So it was really fun to write.
Love it.
So it's a real life Easter egg hunt.
It's a real life Easter egg hunt.
Like an adult Easter egg hunt. That's amazing.
Yes, but the prize is worth millions of dollars.
Millions.
That really bumps it up. That's way more than like a chocolate bunny.
Yeah.
Well, Katherine is right. I mean, this book really does have it all. There's so much going on here, so much intrigue, so much travel. I love books that take me to different places, so that's very exciting. But what I wanted to ask you is there are a lot of themes going on in this book. Can you tell us maybe one or two of the themes that you are hoping will most come through for readers?
Yeah, I think the biggest theme is just the healing of family. So Ava and her father have been estranged for many years, and there is a healing that has to take place as he is dying. And her mother kind of comes alongside her on the treasure hunt. And then in the past, Peter Carl Faberge was a fascinating person. One of the things that I loved writing about this story was Peter Carl Faberge was very innovative in his business techniques. He employed a lot of women and elevated women. And actually, two of his most famous eggs were designed by one of his women, Master Craftsman. And but he was also a family man. He employed all of his sons. He really loved his children and he elevated them. But he also had some flaws. And one of them was he had a mistress on the side. But despite that, his wife stuck by him. She was by his side when he passed away. And so there's this sort of like this theme of family and how there's a healing that has to take place before someone passes away, and how do you forgive past hurts? And so I sort of dug into that theme a little bit as I wrote the book.
Oh, I love that. Okay, I just pulled up, since we don't have a copy of it yet because it hasn't come out yet, I just pulled it up. Here is the beautiful cover, Master Craftsman by Kelli
Gorgeous
Stuart.
cover.
It's
I
lovely.
know, I love it so much.
Historical novel. So I love all the themes that you have, and that theme touches so deeply in my heart about reconciliation. And I just think I love stories that delve into that. And I'm curious for you, as you were in the writing process, what was the thing you most enjoyed? Was it this historical research that's very rich and complex? Is it doing a dual timeline, that's a complex story process in and of itself. Was it the emotional themes that were carrying through? What was the thing that gave you a lot of energy and life in this book?
This is probably the most challenging story that I've ever written, in the sense that I felt like, to make it plausible, there needed to be like some clever twists and turns. And having written strictly historical fiction in the past, I would constantly like get really overwhelmed with this story and feel like I'm just not clever enough. I'm not clever enough to do this, because I kept thinking of like Nicolas Cage and National Treasure, and I wanted like some of these, quote unquote Easter eggs for people to find. And but it was also very energizing to have to dig a little bit deeper in my creativity, and to be challenged and pushed in a different way. So in the end, I felt just so accomplished when I did it. I was like, that was really hard, and I did that. So that was fun.
It's like something else that you do, like CrossFit, for instance. You also do this very hard, and you can feel accomplished.
Right.
Look at those arms, really.
Exactly.
I think America has been too good to me for me to be able to go sleeveless, but you, America should not.
It's because we're all in the North. We're still wearing sweaters, that's why.
That's the benefit of Florida. We got to keep our arms in shape year round.
Okay, well, even if I lived in Florida, my arms would not look like that, but you look fantastic.
Oh, goodness. Okay, I've got one last question, because it's kind of important. Books bring so much joy, happiness, so many different aspects of things to our lives. But what's making you happy today? What's something you want to share with us?
We are trying to plan a family vacation that I, finger crossed, hope will happen, but it's just been really fun. Our oldest is going off to college in the fall. So we're trying to plan like one last big family hurrah. And so I've just been having a lot of fun just dreaming about what can we do and where can we go and what can we make happen. So the last few days have been fun to dream about traveling.
That is so fun. And what a change for your family. That's exciting.
It is.
A little scary, a lot exciting.
Yeah, all those things.
All those things. All right, Kelli, thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you all for joining us too. Remember, The Master Craftsman comes out on April 5th. It's going to be extraordinary. And we hope to see you here soon at the 10-Minute Book Talk. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks.